Welcome to all. I'm Surya. I'm working as assistant professor in Dr. Rajlakshmi College of Arts and Science in the Department of Computer Application. So today we are going to see about the OSI Reference Model. It is coming under computer network subjects. It is very nowadays without network we can't live in the world. So in the network we are having the reference model, OSI reference model. So that is very important concept. So in this video we are going to see about that. So first we'll be having the 7 layers: application layer, presentation layer, session layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer, and then physical layer. These are the 7 layers. It is very important while sending the information from one system to another system and one mobile to another mobile. So here in this figure we'll be having the 7 layer. In this order we should not change at any cost. The order should be in the same manner. We should not change the order of the layers. So here we'll be having the arrow mark from top to bottom. So we have to use the layer. It will be circulating the information from one to another network. So in the down side only it will be sending the information, so that only the arrow mark will be in the down phase. Next we will be seeing the first layer. What are the 7 layers of OSI reference model? Physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, and then session layer, presentation layer, application layer. So the OSI model consists of 7 abstraction layers arranged in a top to down order. So we should not, already I said no, we should not change the order of the layers. So first layer physical, and then data link, and then network, transport layer, session layer, and then presentation layer, and then application layer. So first we will be seeing the importance of physical layer. So first layer is a physical layer, layer 1. So the lowest layer of the OSI reference model is the physical layer. It is responsible for the actual physical connection between the devices. The physical layer contains information in the forms of bits. It is responsible for transmitting individual bits from one node to the next. When receiving data, this layer will get the signal received and convert it into zeros and ones and send them to the data link layer, which will put the frame back together. So it is the first layer. So it is the lower layer in the OSI reference model. So it is responsible for actual physical connection between the devices. The physical layer contains information in the form of bits. It is responsible for transmitting individual bits from one node to the next. When receiving data, this layer will get the signal from and convert it into the zeros and ones. Next we will be see the second layer, data link layer, layer 2. The data link layer is responsible for the node to node delivery of the message. The main function of bits layer is to make sure data transfer is error free from one node to another over the physical layer. When a packet arrives in a network, it is a responsibility of the DLL to transmit it to the host using its MAC address. So the data link layer is divided into 2 sublayers. So first one, logical link layer, LLC. Second one, media access control, MAC. So these are the 2 sublayers which is available in the data link layer. So it is the main function of this layer is to make sure data transfer is error free from one node to the another over the physical layer. When a packet arrives in a network, it is a responsibility of the DLL to transmit it to the host using the MAC address. So the layers, the 2 layer is abbreviated as LLC, that is logical link control. One more layer is MAC, it is abbreviated as MAC, that is media access control. It is very important in the data link layer. It is a error free messages, we can say that. The data link layer is responsible for the node to node delivery of the message. The main function of this is error free control only. Next we will be seeing the third layer, network layer 3. The network layer works for the transmission of data from one host to the another located in different networks. It is also takes care of packet routing, selection of the shortest path to transmit the packet from the number of routes available. The sender and receiver IP addresses are placed in the header by the network layer. So actually, while we are sending the messages, we will be seeing the shortest path to send the message. So it is the responsibility of the network layer. The sender and receiver's IP addresses will be placed in the header by the network layer. So it is a very responsible matter for the network layer. It is works for the transmission of data from one host to the other located in different networks. It also takes care of packet routing. So packet routing means we are sending the message, it will be sent as a packet only. So the packet routing means which is sent as the first priority. We are having the first priority, which packet is having the first priority, that will be sent as a first message, and then likewise it will be going. So that is the main responsibility of the network layer. Next we will be seeing the fourth layer, transport layer, layer 4. The transport layer provides services to the application layer and takes services from the network layer. The data in the transport layer is referred to as segments. It is responsible for the end-to-end delivery of the complete message. The transport layer also provides the acknowledgement of the successful data transmission and retransmits the data if an error is found. So actually it provides the services, and then in the transport layer, if the data is means it is called as a segment. It is responsible for the end-to-end delivery. For example, if I am sending one message, means that acknowledgement has to be sent. If the acknowledgement is not sent in a proper manner, again that message has to be sent to the particular receiver. Then only will be taking the acknowledgement of the particular message. Then only we can able to find out the message has been sent correctly or not. Next we will be seeing the session layer 5. This layer is responsible for the establishment of connection, maintenance of sessions and authentication, and also ensure security. So it is very responsible because it is doing more work, because establishment of connection, the connections, for example, one end to another end, we have to check the connection is made or not. That should be we have to ensure that the connection is there or not. And then maintenance of the sessions. So the session is going means we have to check all the system physical connections, everything, because any interruptions means we can't do the process. And authentication, only authorized people, if they are doing the process, means that should be the authorized persons only. So for that we have to first authenticate the person, then only we can assign the person to work. For example, in our system, if you are authorized, if you are saying that authorized person means they will be having the username and password. So by the end of the session will be know that how many persons they have used the system. So that is the main thing. So while using the authentication, we can protect the system and the security also. Next we will see the session layer, presentation layer. The presentation layer is also called the translation layer. The data from the application layer is extracted here and manipulated as per the required format to transmit over the network. So it is called as a translations. So first we will be having the name presentation layer. Next we can say that it is a translation layer. So what are the information we got from the application layer is extracted here, and it should be manipulated. For example, we are sending the message, means we are going to send the message and we have to send the error-free message, and then we have to acknowledge the particular sender. If it is having the error, and error means we have to send again the particular message to the particular sender. Then only it will be correct. Next, as per the required format, we have to send the message. Next we will be seeing the 7th layer, application layer. At the very top of the OSI reference model, the stack of layers, we will find the application layer, which is implemented by the network applications. These applications produce the data which has to be transferred over the network. This layer also serves as a window for the application services to access the network and for displaying the received information to the user. So it is a last layer, final layer, application layer. It is the very top of the OSI reference model, stack of layers. We find the application layer, which is implemented by the network applications. These applications produce the data which has to be transferred over the network. So finally, in the top most how many layers they are doing the work, that will be translated to the application layer. So this layer also serves as a window for the application service to access the network, and then it doing the access network and for displaying the received information to the user. What are the information it has received from the before layer. So in the top to bottom process only it will be working, no? So in these applications produce the layer accordingly. So in this video we have seen about OSI reference model and what are the layers are there in the video. So thank you. We have seen about OSI reference model. It comes under computer network subject. We'll be seeing the next video. Thank you.